Hey guys, back for another video. I've been wanting to get on here and commentate the interview that Destiny Payton had with Carlos King. And if you guys get a chance, go to my channel. Well, if you're watching this, you're probably already on my channel. Go and watch the video, The Demise of Mel. Because what we're going to do is we're going to talk about little Dusty Destiny. That's who we're going to talk about. If you guys have had the opportunity to look at that video or see that video from Carlos King, check it out. Check it out because you're going to need to check it out so that you can understand where I'm going with this. The interview was very interesting. It was very telling. And in some moments, it was very weird to the point that I cut it off. And I was like, no, let me turn it back on. Because it was very cringy to watch a grown woman. Basically, you're not on the show anymore. And you still have such hard feelings for somebody that it just seems very weird. I don't know how your friendship circle is, but let me tell you this. I don't care how good or great of a friend you have. It's hard for you to get money from somebody. And all of the friendships that I had, I seemed like I was always the one that was giving, if they needed this, if they needed that. And I found myself like, why am I always the one giving? And I don't know if it was just, that type of situation. It was probably because maybe I was just more fortunate, and then maybe I wasn't more fortunate. Maybe I just, did better things with my money. I don't know. But let's just jump into it. We've learned, at a reunion, I don't remember which reunion it was, where Melody said she went to Destiny's house, and the only reason why she revealed this is because she was being attacked. Like, they were saying so many things about her, well, Destiny in particular, and Melanie pretty much, not Melanie, Melody. I work with a Melanie. Clearly, this is not Melody. But anyway, Melody stated basically, I came to your house and saw a disconnect notice on your door. That is what friends do. We all have friends in our life, and they would have just went and gossiped about us. Melanie took that bill, saw that bill on that girl's door, gave her the money and paid for it, and confirmed in front of Destiny that she had gave her a few $1,000s. So not 1,000, at least 2,000. It could have been more than that. Now, my thing is, if you have a friend in your life, okay, talk is cheap. People can call you on the phone and gossip with you all day long. But somebody that's willing to take action, that sees that you are in a financial ruin and is going to take action like, here, girl, take this money and pay that bill. And that didn't mean anything to you, but you are so mad because you claim that you didn't hear from this person. This is what I have to say about that. I am the same type of person. When I'm going through stuff, I don't want to be on the phone talking about it. Sometimes I like to be alone. We all deal with stuff different. The fact that Melanie disconnected herself will make you this mad? No, ma'am, you was never her friend in the beginning. Because if that is the worst thing that a person can do, I just want to know what type of friendships have you had in your life, Destiny? Because this is not making a lot of sense as far as what you are saying. That is the number one thing that she continues to say that Melody did to her. Is she basically disconnected and, basically wasn't reaching out to her? Late girl, you were married for 2 weeks. And that's a joke. I mean, she was married for longer than 2 weeks, but Melody was married for years and had 4 children and went through not only that, He basically put her on public humiliation. All of the things he did to her, all of the things he said on the show. He went and got this coleslaw chick, basically, in so many ways, and she was attacking her as well, and still is attacking her online. Melanie's divorce was far worse than yours. As you stated on the show, Carlos King show, is that you and your ex-husband cannot do interviews and talk about each other. Well, we know that's not the same with Melody and Martell, because we know Martell has dragged Melody from here to there because he mad. So we gonna get into this interview with Destinypeyton. Destinypeyton. We're going to get into this interview that she gave with Carlos King, and we're going to talk about it because it really shows her true intentions. She was never Melody's friend. Never, ever. She was never her friend. All the stuff I have been through with females, never could I get mad because I don't hear from somebody. If somebody say, hey, I was just going through, I needed some time, why would you be so mad about that? I'm sorry. If I was on a reality show and dealing with these sorts of people, I would have to do the same thing. I am not going to be talking to you every single day of my life. I have to film with you. And then when we're not filming, I got to talk to you. No, this is a job. When you go to work, if you have a regular 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 or whatever your hours are, when you go to work, do you call your coworkers H to the no? No, absolutely not. So the fact that this chick is so mad, so angry because somebody didn't want to talk? No, ma'am, you are mad because the plan that you had set up for her, it didn't work. And she figured you out before it could happen. So let's get into this interview, y'all. Be back in a moment. Okay, so let's jump right in. First of all, Destiny claims her mental capacity was in a very messed up place. Therefore, the reason why she was unable to give good story was because she was mentally in a bad place. Okay, liar. So you're saying because you were mentally messed up, which you still are, that you were unable to shed light into your life. That makes no sense. Because in a reality situation, the only thing that you are doing in that situation is allowing the cameras to see what is actually happening, Destiny. So the fact that you were not able to show your life was not because you were mentally overloaded. We were not able to see what was going on in your life because you did not want us to see what was going on in your life. As you mentioned that everything was just going downhill in the interview with Carlos, you say you were being served with these papers from your ex-husband. Why didn't we see any of that? You went through lengths to make sure we didn't see it, but then you want to tell us that the reason why we didn't see it is because you were mentally unavailable? She mentioned going through her divorce, and Carlos referenced it. You know, going through a divorce is the most devastating point, in your life. Wait a minute. So it's devastating for you, but it wouldn't be devastating for Melody? I'm confused here. So you going through your divorce was devastating for you, which you were only married for a week. And that's a joke, y'all. I believe she was married for more than a week. I think it was a few years, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. She wants to let us know how she was mentally unavailable, but Melody does not deserve the same grace with 3 times as much kids as you have. Well, no, I'm sorry, 4. No, yeah, whatever. You get it. You got 1 kid, she got 4. Okay, do the math. So you feel as though your mental stability was at jeopardy, but hers wasn't. Let's play this little snippet from the interview with Carlos.
That the reason why I said it was warranted is you had a lot of story last season. You are a star, and I feel that way. I adore you. I love you. Me and the other producers would single-handedly fight for you to have a voice on the show. The reason why I was hard on you is because, and I said this to you, and I'm going to say it publicly. The show is called Love and Marriage, a show about couples. At the beginning of the seasons 1, 2, and 3, the inception of the show is about couples. You came on the show with your ex-husband, and although at the time your husband, at the time we were like, oh, this would be a fun addition to the show. You and your ex divorced. I still was like, no, Destiny brings a lot to this show. I made you the first friend up to the show, a show that was about couples. I loved you, believed in you so much that I said, although she's divorcing this man that she came on the show with, I am invested in Destiny. And if I'm being honest with you, and I did say this to you privately on our phone call, we'll get to that too. I said, Destiny, I gave you this opportunity that you deserved. And I felt like you weren't living up to my expectation, the producer's expectation, and the expectations of the audience, because you were very guarded. And that to me was the reason why I had to go hard in terms of asking the tough questions, because I wanted more from you, Destiny. And
Okay, you guys heard it from Carlos King mouth in his interview. I just wanted you guys to hear that snippet to just back up what I had just previously said. So Carlos basically stated that she wasn't giving, honey. You were not giving anything, nothing. But her excuse was she was mentally unavailable. Okay, listen to this statement from Destiny.
Like last season, I watched myself not be myself. And so look back at it now in the healed space that I'm in, I can see that. But I was guarded because I was confused about where I was in life. I was healing from the divorce, everything that was going on. And I really didn't even know that I wasn't giving. I didn't know in the moment.
Okay, y'all heard it. So she claimed she was so mentally unavailable that she was not aware that she was not giving. Girl, you was very well aware that you wasn't giving. You see it in the comments. You saw it everywhere. So you very well knew that you were not giving. So let's jump into the section of the interview when she talks about Melody, which made my skin cringe. Okay, guys, so let's start with this statement. And again, go back and reference Carlos's, interview. Destiny stated, Tisha has become my ride or die. Okay, Destiny, what you've done in this interview is basically let us know that everything Melody saw on you and what you were doing was clearly correct. Tisha has become her ride or die. Let's put this thing together. If I have a friend and I am letting my friend know how this person is doing whatever they're doing, because I'm sure Melody shared that with you, at what point do you become best friends and this person becomes your ride or die? Girl, Melody was never, I keep calling her Melody. Melody was never your friend, because if Melody was your true friend, even at the point that y'all fell out, Tisha would have never became your ride or die. Tisha would have never became your ride or die. See, you made friends, and as you stated, close friends with people that were really, really trying to dog Mel out, and she brought all of y'all on the show. Then she tried to do a jab at Melanie, which I keep saying Melanie, and Melody, which just kind of show how weak she is and how weird she is. She said, "Oh, and Tisha has been consistent." Girl, I have friends, and sometimes we only talk once a year or twice a year, but it's like when we talk, it's like we never missed a beat. I don't need to talk to nobody every day. Melody is busy. She has 4 children. 4 children is busy, but then 4 children working multiple jobs and going through something with a crazy ex-husband, that is a lot. So the fact that you still throwing jabs, Tisha has been consistent. Okay. Then she was asked, where does your relationship with Melody stand? Basically, she said, we're pretty much in the same place. Then she stated that, which this is how I'm saying that this girl just really had it out for Melody from the beginning. She stated that in an interview that she understood because her and Melody were both hurting at the time. Well, if you understood because you guys were both hurting at the time, then why do you have such a problem because you claim she wasn't consistent? She was consistent in paying your broke bills when apparently you didn't have any other friends that was willing to pay it. Did Tisha pay you? Did she pay for your bills? Then she made a joke, like basically when someone exits your life, let them. Yes, honey, because Melody exit stage left away from you because you was never her friend. Then you stated that this is funny, y'all. She stated that Mel sacrificed their relationship for a storyline. I'm going to come back to that one later because we're going to catch you in a lie, Destiny. She said Mel sacrificed her relationship with her for a storyline. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Listen, if Melody didn't have nothing else, she definitely had story. She most definitely, actually, she carried the show. It's been her storyline. Just this season, we're seeing Mel just sit back, and I don't blame her. She said Melody sacrificed their relationship for a storyline. For what storyline? This girl is delusional. Then we got to this part, y'all. It's getting now everything is starting to come out. Carlos asked her, do she think that her and Mel fell out because of the situation where Mel was talking to Destiny, and Destiny said she had to get off the phone because it was Martell calling on the other line. Now listen, if you are my friend and I'm telling you about everything that my ex-husband or my husband, is putting me through, and we separated, he done went out and had a baby by somebody else, why would you tell me this is him calling you, I gotta call you back? That's weirdo stuff. That is weirdo stuff. So you thought that she wouldn't be looking at you side-eye for saying that? Then, now it's all starting to come home. Mel said that she heard Tisha and Destiny talking about her in the hotel room. I wonder what they were saying because Melody never stated exactly what was being said. You know what I think it was? I think they were talking about that tape, guys. Melody never stated what they had said, but she knew what they stated, but she never said it. What do y'all think? Do y'all think they were talking about that tape that's now out, that, Martell tried to set her up. What do y'all think they were talking about in that hotel room? Because Mel never said what it was. And whatever it was, Mel knew what they stated, but she never would say what it was. What do you guys think? Then she stated this part, y'all, which I thought was very interesting. When asked about, Carlos asked her, do you think that you and Mel's relationship, basically, is over? Do you think it was part of it was because of Martell? And she states, this is exactly what she stated, because I'm looking at the transcript from her interview with Carlos. She said, I'm probably one of the only female friends that Martell ain't, y'all already know, had sex with. So how weird is that? And how would you know this, Destiny? How would Destiny know this information? The statement was brought up with regards to Mel stating that people were jumping out of the, pretty much coming from left and right, basically wanting to be a part of the show. It was stated that allegedly Destiny had been Martell's friend for so long. She states, but Melody says she had never met Destiny until the show had came out. We don't believe what you say, Destiny. Destiny says that she's been knowing Martell since she was 15 years old and never had the desire to come around because Martell was married. Y'all, how creepy do that sound? I have male friends that's married. Do I call them every day? No. Do I call them every other day? No. Do I call them at all? Not really. But do we talk? Yeah, like we talk. And their wives, they know who I am. But the fact that she thought that she couldn't come around because he was married, y'all, that story is a little odd, because why would she think that she could not come around because Martell was married? Then she went on to say, oh, I didn't come around. For one, I was living in Atlanta. I was in LA. Basically saying that she was a hot girl, so she was just moving around. Which is it, Destiny? Which is it? Which lie are we telling today? Then she states that she had met Melody in the past. Who do y'all believe? Who do you all believe? I don't believe that Mel lied on this girl. The fact that she have inconsistent stories about how and when her and Martell met and why she didn't come around leads me to think, I wonder if they ever had something going on. Because why is she so committed to Martell? But when she was brought on the show, we were led to believe she was Melody's friend. But she has so much loyalty for Martell. It's something weird with this relationship. Sorry. It's something weird with the relationship Destiny has with Martell. And I wouldn't be surprised if they had something going on before. Carlos had brought up the scene where Destiny and Melody was basically talking, and they had hugged and they were crying, and basically kind of, I don't recall the scene, but what Carlos was saying is you can't fake that. Like, you guys were truly friends. What happened? And that is my question as well. When Destiny was introduced to the world, I thought that this girl was Melody's friend. So my question is, how did you go from being her ride or die to Tisha's ride or die? Destiny going on Carlos' show really answered a lot of questions for me. It just, everything makes perfectly good sense. Her and Tisha, besties. That Tisha did Mel so dirty. This is why I don't really Careful, Tisha. I understand you on a reality show, but baby, you did too much. A woman going through her, a breakup with her husband, and then you're gonna tell her it, and you gonna have the nerves to get pregnant again. That is her husband. But why you still with your cheating husband? Tisha is a no for me. So let's just go back to the interview. Destiny mentioned that Mel is protected and they don't let the world see who she really is. Very interesting statement, Destiny, because I believe we actually do see exactly who Mel is. And that is the reason why she is supported so much. Let me let my crazy dog in. Just 1 second. Okay, y'all. So that is why she's supported so much. She has a lot of supporters. So I think we do see exactly who she is. And that's why people like her. We also see who you are. You can't fake this stuff. When you're on TV, people can analyze you. They can, see your behavior. You are on full display to be analyzed, ma'am. So let's get to you, Destiny. When asked what is the number one misconception about you, and you said it's your attitude, you have a very nasty attitude. That's not a misconception. That is exactly who you are. You also stated that another misconception about you is that you are aggressive. You are very aggressive. We saw that on the show, ma'am. I'm not even going to pull out the receipts because the world is saying that you have a nasty attitude and that you're aggressive because you are. Just like you said that they don't allow the world to see who Melody really is. We see who Melody really is. Just like we see who you are, ma'am. What else did she say? She stated that another thing that she said that just leading me back to her and Martell. I believe something happened between her and Martell because guess what? She definitely don't have no kind of loyalty to Mel. And number two, why her and Martell always together as if they were so, besties, but we never saw them as besties on the show. I always thought she was Melody's friend. So she stated that Martell took her to get a pow pow. It's just like, and hopefully y'all know what I mean when I say pow pow, because with YouTube, certain things they, don't want you to say. Otherwise, they put your videos in certain categories. So I just want to know, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? It was a lot that was stated on there that I didn't go into it because it was irrelevant. Obviously, she spoke about Kimmy and basically stating that Kimmy was being nosy. So she was pretty much saying that Kimmy was not really wanting to know what was happening to her, that she was just being nosy. Well, my spin to that is, well, Melody was definitely concerned about you. That's why she gave you the money to pay your utility bills, and that wasn't enough either. Destiny, you definitely have a bad attitude, and I think it comes, it'll get better once you start to heal in the inside. It seems like you're a very broken person. She spoke about, being in therapy and having a life coach. Sweetheart, I'm going to ask that you stay in therapy and continue to have a life coach because you definitely have a long way to go. You definitely do, because I still hear the bitterness and anger in your voice about Melody. Keep in mind, she is the one that brought you on the show, that changed your life. If you hadn't not been on that show, we wouldn't even know who Dusty Destiny is. So I think you're definitely going to need some more healing. What else? Let's see. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Okay. I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And just so y'all know, Love and Marriage Huntsville is on a hiatus. I think they come back in September or something. I'm not sure. So yep, let me know what you think in the comments. I do read the comments. And I will catch y'all in the next video. Talk to you later. Bye.